There was a PlayStation 3 ad where their spokesman at the time, a dude by the pseudonym of Kevin Butler, started off a commercial was just like, you shouldn't believe things that you read on the internet. If I believed everything I read, then I would be a billionaire by now, thanks to some Nigerian prince. So then Nigeria got up in arms about them like getting like
called out,
shaded like that, and so they had to change the ad.
Well, I'm sorry, guys, but it's true.
Well, I'm sorry, but maybe if, there wasn't a bunch of people acting like they were Nigerian princes that just wanted to give people money,
we wouldn't have this problem.
We wouldn't, actually. It would be perfectly fine. It'd be
Instead of dishwasher, yes.
I don't know why, but I was thinking of the Cinema Sins thing, where they tell every now and again they tell stories about how.
Yep, it appears a few companies have fallen victim to Nigerian scammers. The scammers often claim to invest large sums of money in companies, but require a sizable front-up deal to make the deal. Those who are unwise enough to pay will not see their money again.
Mm.
And now to finish, game number 21.
Yes, the Cinema Sins guys, they tell stories a bunch about what it was like when they used to work at movie theaters. But one of the stories is always like makes me laugh is Chris's story, the writer, about when he never worked at concession stand once. He was always like the booth guy that always like made sure that the film reels were okay. And one day they just, without training him whatsoever, just made him work in concessions.
Oh no.
And there was one instance where he was just like standing there like being like, okay, hey, just a few more hours and I'll be done with this. And then some woman walks out of her movie theater, and then she goes, "Hi, yes, this popcorn just does not have enough butter on it." And he's like, "Oh, okay, well I'll get you some butter." And then went around, like put the butter on, and then like gave it back to her, and then she like grabs the popcorn and she. Chris said she like looked down at her popcorn and she goes, "It's been a really tough day for me." He's like, I'm sorry to hear that." She's like, I came here to come here and relax, and stuff like this happens." And the dude was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we gave you more butter, so it's okay, right?" And then she looked at him and went, "You're just making it worse."
Oh. That's horrible.
And then like Chris in his head was just like, "What do I do?" So I gave her butter. What is she like?
What do you want from me, woman?
To do? He's just like, he said, it's like they just stood there for like a couple minutes, and it's like, "Ma'am, don't you want to go back to your movie?" He's like, I wanted butter. And I didn't get it.
We gave you butter, you temple!
And this is like, I didn't get it until I had to ask for it a second time. I asked for extra butter, and I didn't get it. He's like, I understand that, man, but your popcorn, it's buttered. It's all buttered. Like there's barely any popcorn left. It's so buttered. Then he said that she just looked down at her popcorn still. And just like looked back up at him, then looked back down at the popcorn, and then he just said, "All right then," and then he just walked. He walked to the back of the room, and like check on the stock and stuff. And when he came back, the woman was gone. But one of the employees there that was working with him said the moment that he left, she just started bawling.
Oh my god.
And so, for about 5 months, Chris was known as the guy who made that random girl cry.
How was he supposed to know that was gonna happen?
And they never put him back in concessions after that.
Well, good! I hope he doesn't have to deal with that shit again. Okay, so we're approaching the 4-hour mark for the stream, by the way.
Yeah.
Once we get to that point, I think I'll call it a session. But yes, game number 21 was okay. It got a 7. Oh, in a sobering announcement, Vena has today confirmed the discontinuation of the Dreamcast. Vena's president said that while many companies will still deliver games to the platform, the company will no longer produce new units. Vena fans worldwide were disappointed as a beloved part of gaming history comes to a close.
Hang on. The important thing is you have to make sequels to game number 21.
No, I'm not doing that.
Game number 21, 2.
That's why I'm not doing that.
But then the sequel to game number 21 2 will be 23.
Okay, this isn't some 10-10-2 stuff here. Like,
Followed with the fourth game being 22.
What the fuck do you think? What the fuck do you think this is? Final Fantasy?
No, it's Kingdom Hearts.
We're not doing that shit.
I almost want to make a game company that's just Square.
Okay, so we can move up to the next level now. I think we have enough money that we can do it without risk. You think that's a good idea?
You're gonna do what? Research a new engine?
No, move up to the next level.
Oh, do you have enough money for that?
We have 28 million. We need 8 million to move up. I think we have enough. I think. This is the third time they've asked, so I'm gonna take a risk and say that.
Yeah, okay. So you do have triple the amount it would take to move in. So I do at least think that you will be able to pay for like the rent and you can afford 1 or 2 failures.
Yep. Let's do this. Move up.
Game number
Moving
22.
on up.
Moving on.
And then we crashed and burned as our company building caught on fire because nobody checked the no one checked the loan's cording fiberglass insulation.
Stepping on the beach. Okay, unfortunately, we have new training options are available. That's useful.
I don't know why, but that gag and Family Guy is one of the weirdest ones.
Which one? Christian Salazar. Wow, this new office is amazing and the location is perfect. I took a walk around the building earlier and had a radical idea. Why don't we open up our own R&D department?
We didn't have one of those?
No, we mean like an entire like area. This is the part where you get to build like your own console stuff. We're at the level where we can do that now.
Oh, fuck.
That's going to be much further down the road, and I don't think we're going to get to it this session, because we only have like 9 minutes left in the session.
I like how everybody has triple monitors.
Yep.
Do we need that many monitors?
No, we don't, but we're doing it anyway.
We're doing it anyway!
Just like there's 2 monitors of people like actually working, the third monitor just has cat videos.
Nice.
Son of a bitch.
One person has a poster that says hang in there.
Let's see.
And of course, because there's always that one guy, there's always one person just watching porn.
Now we have large contracts. I'm going to assume that it's Makachi that's watching porn.
Makachi.
Matachi. What? Malachi. Malachi Kelly.
Malachi.
Christian, you go on vacation.
Cutting edge stuff.
Let's get some contract work going. Let's develop. Not doing that. Spreadsheet stuff. We'll do spreadsheet software instead because I don't want to do that. In 2 months, the PlayStation 1 will be taken off the market. Now we can also afford to. We could also afford to like research. We could do a new engine actually. Send a vacation. Oh, today Ninvento announced the new Ninvento Game Sphere. It's spherical.
The Game Sphere.
This curiously shaped console has similar hardware specifications as other consoles. The Game Sphere is their first console to have optical disc drive instead of cartridges. However, instead of CD-ROMs or DVDs, it uses mini DVD drives that will start rolling into stores next month. Rolling.
Not using actual discs actually screwed them.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the one issue with the GameCube. But unfortunately, because of how small it was, you couldn't actually, like...
Yep.
Also, that mock-up just looks like a child's toy.
It is. Okay, 4th engine.
The green isn't helping it, because that's usually, like, yellow and green are usually, like, child.
Okay, the fourth game engine for Chaos Games. We've had somewhat absurd, downright absurd. Now I'm just gonna say this, utterly mad. There we go. Let's create this new engine, utterly mad. You'd have to be utterly
Not
mad.
vaguely depressed?
We'll call it the Hedgehog engine.
Sir? Insane.
We'll call it the Insane Trilogy.
Today the Game Sphere has been released. It's spherical!
I can't wait for 2003.
Why?
Because...
What happened in 2003? Something must have happened. But what?
Let me see. Let me see if I can. Let me see if first of all I'm even right.
Okay. With this new hardware, we will develop a new game. We could even develop it on the GameCube if we wanted to. Do we want to develop it for the Game Sphere?
Please.
Okay, fuck it. We're doing it because for the memes.
Let's do a multi-platform.
We can't do multi-platform, unfortunately. We don't
but
have.
Do you want to know? But do you want to know what came out in 2003?
What came out in 2003?
Castlevania: Aria of Sorrow.
Oh. Ow.
Also, Advance Wars 2, but
Oh, right. Most of the rumors state. Oh, Nintendo's working on that DS.
That was the
they
point.
just skipped the Advance.
I forgot they
It
lumped
sounded like-
the Advance with the Game Boy for this.
It was supposed to sound like an angelic.
You're not an angelic
Choir.
choir, I'm sorry.
You're not
but
more
something
than one
was
person.
Really wrong with it. That something was very, very wrong with it.
Yeah, you're one person trying to be an entire choir.
I still love
Exactly.
the fact. I still love the fact that the last message, well, the second to last message that Septile sent was Space Tetris on Mars.
Space Tetris on Mars.
And I feel like just to honor him, we need to make a game called Space Tetris on Mars.
Space Tetris. Da-da-da.
Make that the launch. Make that one of our launch titles for the DS. A space puzzle game called Space Tetris on Mars.
No, guys. Space Tetris Plus. It's a racing game set on Earth.
I don't like this.
What? When I heard Space Tetris Plus, I just thought of Tetris Plus, but instead of an archaeologist and his daughter, it's like an astronaut and a rover.
Okay, Kiss of Death 3. It's gonna be a romance adventure RPG.
A romance adventure RPG?
Yes.
The last two were romance games.
Can we do like a little twist with it? Just leave it. Just hang it out a bit. Hang it out a bit.
You're reaching.
I'm reaching. I'm really reaching.
We're not making Zero Escape.
What? No! How is that a date?
I don't know. I still
He
don't know what
hasn't
you're talking about.
He hasn't played the game yet.
No.
Do,
He doesn't need
do,
to play
do.
Zero Escape.
He doesn't need to play it.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. I don't need to play it.
Yes, he does. That's what
Then
I said.
then why did you even buy the game?
Well, I don't know.
Aww.
Let's see. Let's start development. Kiss of Death 3 with cutting edge third generation with our third version of 3D graphics. This is gonna be.
Oh
Something.
yeah, this game's gonna age terribly.
Well, we're not making it realistic. We're making it cel shaded.
Is that actually an option?
No, but I'm going to pretend it is.
And then you unlock cell shading.
I would appreciate that very much.
Pretty much every game will be made in cell shade.
Only cel shading. It'll never look shit unless we hire a really stupid artist.
Unless you somehow manage to mess up cell shading.
Unless you kill Ronald Reagan. Unless we. Yeah.
Sneak into the amusement park at night.
Okay. An adventure RPG, of course. We're still gotta have great stories and quests and good gameplay. We can tone down the engine a lot, though.
We can keep that branching story.
And now we got advanced cutscenes. We'll keep the multiplayer, though, in save game because, well, save game. Save game is useful.